Good morning, everyone. This is, we are just taking a moment today in the midst of our discussing income tax threadbare, income tax 2.0 threadbare. We are honoring or I would say recognizing the contributions of the senior members to our profession. They are the pillars of our profession. If they had not actually laid the foundation for us, we will all not be standing here today discussing this income tax bill threadbare. We are all now, on the cusp of a very transformative, state of the profession. It's very dynamic, and it's always, there is always something or the other rippling our profession, and those ripples are having a very far-reaching impact on our profession. But in spite of all these ripples, these shakes which are happening, like these earthquakes, the trembles, all this, our profession is still standing strong. Okay, there is a lot of negativity which is being portrayed by the newspapers, by the media, and wherever we go, people always tell us, chartered accountants, I read some paper. But I think that those small aberrations are there, but our profession is still going strong. And whomsoever I meet from the government, from any department, any chief ministers, central ministers, whoever comes to address us, what I tell them is, as a person who's leading the country, you all have a vision for the country, right? You make some political this. You say we are going to do this, Viksit Bharat. We are going to lead the country here. Oh, so many trillions, 40 trillion, 30 trillion economy, all this. But who exactly is leading the country for this? Okay, unless and until we, the professionals, chartered accountants, actually put out our help, this dream of the government is definitely not going to be achieved. One small example is the GST. GST was actually foreseen as something which is going to be a game changer in the economy, and everyone had visions, but it was the chartered accountants who actually made it a reality. Today, if the government every month says that 1.5 lakh crores of collections, who has actually done it? Day and night we sit and toil in our offices, and we chartered accountants are so accountable to our clients. We never say that, okay, we call our clients and say, last date vandirthu, please come and give us the data. We don't say, okay, you give the data, then I'll file. We call them, we actually burn the midnight oil for our clients. On that aspect, I think that we should all pause a minute, take a step back, and actually rethink, is a client actually going to do this for us? Why exactly are we putting our family lives at stake, our health at stake, and telling our clients that, boss, I'm waiting here for you, bring your data? All the, people are having a huge database of clients. All your clients will come on the last day, and we are also struggling for, with manpower shortage, and we are only sitting and burning the midnight oil to meet the compliances. Okay, we meet the compliances, and the government very proudly says that there's so much of tax collections, so much of indirect tax collections, Viksit Bharat, 30 trillion, 40 trillion economy, our country is going to go places. Yes, but this is happening with a very small base of chartered accountants. And I want to say thank you to all the senior members who are here, without whose support, without whose guidance, without whose they have actually laid the building blocks for our profession. So, deep apologies, which should have we expected today's program to be a full house. But unfortunately, this is a long weekend. We miscalculated, and but whoever is here, I'm sure, is actually going to place immense value to your contributions to our profession. So please do join us in honoring and felicitating all our senior members who have joined us today, to who have contributed. You will see each one of them, the amount they have contributed. They are all such stalwarts here, and I feel very honored, deeply honored that I am here today to actually felicitate them. I request members to come forward to felicitate each and every single one of them. This is something which we should remember. They are being honored by us, but we should remember this day every time we take another step in our profession. It is because of such senior members who have actually supported us. The ones who lay the foundation are the strongest, and they have laid a very strong foundation for us. So thank you very much, sirs, once again for actually accepting our invite and being here today. Yeah, we'll just have a quick felicitation of all the members, and then we will have the income tax threadbare sessions again. My request is both the speakers are again stalwarts. Krishnan sir has written almost 8 books on capital gains. One way to actually take benefit and have takeaways is interactive session. You should question sir. Don't just accept what he is telling. Am I right, sir? No news reading, sir. இது வந்து இந்த பட்டிமன்றமா இருக்கணும், sir. Not in news reading. Yes, I understand. But if it is interactive, our memories are going, recall is going to be. Yes. Yeah, right. So please don't think it's a news, the new income tax. So we are just going to listen to sir. Please do make it very interactive, because unless and until you are going to interact with him, he will not be able to share the depth of his knowledge and experience with you all. And I think that I don't practice income tax myself, so I'm not the right. So I'm not the right person to talk about tax, but I seriously think that people should be more interactive to take benefit of sir's sessions. And of course, sir has also come all the way to share his knowledge with us. So please, and here, interact with him also. An advocate's perception of the law is totally different from a chartered accountant's perception of the law. My interaction with advocates has actually made me understand there's a thin line, of understanding of various laws, interpretations of the laws. So his interpretation is definitely going to be totally different. And I think that we are deeply honored, sir, that you accepted our invitation to come and address us. Thank you very, very much. Yeah, we'll quickly move on to the felicitation session.
Thank you, ma'am. I now request our senior members to correct the memento from chairperson. I call CA Venkatrao UK, membership number 005654. He has been enrolled as an associate member since 1962 and is also presently practicing as a fellow member.
Thank you very much for giving this honor. I'm really very thankful and grateful to all of you. I would like to share one interesting information. Long ago, nearly about 60 years ago, in 1962, I stood here receiving a prize for the highest marks in the final exam of CA. That was in the year 62 or something, and in those days the percentage of passes was about 7% or so. And I had the honor of receiving it from Mr. Venkatesan, who was partner of Fraser and Ross. Later I worked in Fraser and Ross also. This information is very interesting. At that time, Brahmaya Hall had only a foundation. We had a make-believe shading with asbestos sheets and all that. It was the formation. I think 62 or 63 it was formally opened. Thank you very much. I'm very grateful to you, very thankful to you.
Thank you, sir. I now request CA John K. Jacob, membership number 008448. Is enrolled as an associate member since 1966.
Although I enrolled as an associate member only in 1966, I qualified in 1958, long before I've been retired about 29 years back as the managing director of Indian Potash Limited. When I started my career, I worked with BM Work and Company for about 2 years. So he was the man who put me on to the how to do accounts. I really learned a lot from. Since then, I've been in service in Calcutta, Delhi, and then in India, in Chennai. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I now request CA Sampath PB, membership number 009095. He has been enrolled as an associate member since 1967 and is also presently a practicing member. Thank you.
Everyone here will know of PB Sampath, sir, one of the most honored, venerated gurus, I would say. He was the CFO of TAFE, a director in TAFE, and he used to take classes also in auditing and Companies Act, sir. Ah. Oh, okay, okay. Oh, see. So, you know, okay. Deeply honored, sir, to do this.
I'm so pleased to be here and meet all of you and wish you a very excellent, useful day. Two things you need to do if you want to qualify to be in this seat many years later. One is you should live after 75 years. And the second is you must stand the onslaught of change in the profession. She was referring to that, which is the most important point. It hits you all the time. I have gone through the process, the learning process. So keep learning is my message. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I now request CA Sundaram VR, membership number 009292. He has been enrolled as an associate member since 1968 and is also presently a fellow member.
My name is V.R. Sundaram. I did my CA articles with Surya and Company. I became an associate in 1968, but I went for employment. At that time, there was no such many acts for compliance as of now, as it is now. So no opportunity for practice. So I went for employment. I started my career with the PR and Sons in Mount Road when the company was acquired from Britishers by Indians. I was there for 2 years. Then the government cancelled the military contracts, so that the employees have become redundant. So the company has to be downsized. Then later I joined as company secretary of United India Insurance Company and became a general manager. In between, I was sent to UN, Bangkok, by the Ministry of Finance, Government of India for 6 years. It was a diplomatic assignment. And I was a CEO of a company associated with the UN. Then I came back to General Insurance Corporation, Bombay, as general manager because it was only a lean service. So I became MD for some time, but I could not get on well with the so-called government people. So I resigned the job and went to Kuwait as CEO of a Kuwaiti government reinsurance company because I specialized in reinsurance. So there I was there for CEO for 11 years and retired in 2007 and came back to India. Thanks for this opportunity. Nice meeting you all.
We are deeply honored.
Thank you, sir. I now request T.G. Sukumar sir, partner of CS Srinivasan TV. Srinivasan TV sir is a member since 1961 and is also a practicing fellow member. Thank you, sir, to accept the memento on behalf of him. I now request CA Revati ma'am to give away the memento to CA Krishnan sir, today's speaker. Sir, as a token of appreciation and honor, we are request Revati ma'am to give away the memento, sir. I now request Revati ma'am to give away the memento to TNC Sridhar sir as a token of appreciation.
Good afternoon, everybody. First of all, I am very much thankful to SIRC for inviting me to share my experience here with you people on the subject. As Madam said that the perspective of an advocate will be different. I have an experience of being a taxman. I am a retired Joint Commissioner of Income Tax. And I learned a lot from the chartered accountants. What to do, what not to do, how to do, how not to do. Everything I learned from the chartered accountants. And after being an advocate, when I was a standing counsel for the Income Tax Department in Karnataka High Court, I had the opportunity to see from the perspective of an advocate towards the law and how the court operates on that. That angle I had an opportunity to see. And I've been a faculty for past 40 years. Being in the department, I've been in the guest faculty. After working in a training institute for 4 years, but after even today, next week I'm going to the regional training institute at NADT Bangalore complex tomorrow. Like that and all. But I learned some vital things from the chartered accountants. And when I speak to chartered accountants, I tell them one very simple point, which I would like to reiterate, which I spoke here also. I ask one simple question to them: which side of the table you are? The chartered accountant says, yes, I am on the other side of the table. I said, you are not. You are a chartered accountant. You are being chartered by the client. You have been given a license to operate by the Institute of Chartered Accountant, which is the authority sanctioned by the Parliament, by Act of Parliament. So you are a person who has to see that the law is implemented in the right perspective. And when an officer is not implementing the act in a right perspective, it is your duty to make the person aware what is the right perspective according to you, because everyone understands the law in a different fashion. Executive looks at it from his angle and you look at it from your angle. Just because the client pays, you don't become the client's man. Your duty is to, like very raw example I will give, like when you get into a taxi and you tell the taxi driver to take a point from point A to point B, there's a red signal. Just because you are paying the driver, can you ask him to break the red signal and go? Even if you say, will he go? That is where point you are in. That you have to take the law and you are there to present the matter of the client in a manner it is required to be presented as per law, as understood by you. It can be this interpretation can differ. That's a different issue. But question is that you have to make aware of these things. You are the technical officer of Government of India. You are not the officer of the client. You are the technical officer of Government of India. Because if you are not presenting rightly, you can be pulled up. Because I did come across a case where a chartered accountant gave a 44 AB report. The first sentence started, I disclaim to comment on the financial statement presented for me in the absence of books of accounts. I said, when books are not there, what did you audit? And when you have not audited, what kind of a report you have given? He went on arguing in such a manner, I had no option but to refer the matter to the institute. And when the institute was given and the institute gave me show cause notice to reply, he replied stating that such disclaimers are given by other chartered accountants also, and he enclosed a copy of a disclaimer report like this given by another chartered accountant from Mysore. I said, you are going to drown, you are going to drag him also and you are drowning. In Hindi they say, tum to डूबोगे लेकिन उसको भी साथ में लेके डूबोगे तुम. So question is that, as a technical officer, you are going to get a responsibility on your thing. Any wrong that you take, you become exposed, your certificate comes at stake. You have more responsibility to present the matter and justify it accordingly. You may guide the SSC in a manner not to hoodwink the department. The responsibility is very high on your shoulders. In fact, when I retired and I came, one of the leading chartered accountant firm of Bangalore came to me. He said, sir, what is your retirement plan? I retired 13 years back. I told him that no plan, I don't want to work for 9 to 5. He said, no sir, we don't want you to work for 9 to 5. Can you spare 2 hours in a week? I said, what do you want me to do? Sir, please give us the departmental perspective of an issue. I said, okay, that I can do, no problem. Because as a chartered accountant, you are maybe technically competent to give a technical view of a particular situation. But how the department will look at it is another aspect which you may not be able to think even your wildest dream. So then I said, okay. Then when I work with them, I tell, first of all, you have to build your credibility. The moment the department officer sees your signature, he should not be in a position to put finger on that. Then once when he asked to address his clients, I told them, It is better for you to pass through fire on the table of the chartered accountant. It doesn't result into penalties and prosecution. But if you just put a bandage on the wound without a medicine, then you have to undergo surgery. The department will not only make the addition, but also will take you to penalties and prosecution with greater damages. So please listen to them. So the chartered accountant's primary aim should be to build his credibility. And once that credibility is established, nobody will question you. The moment they will respect you, the moment, sir, here I can rely on this person. Same thing I found in the courts also. The moment the advocate gets up, the judge knows whether he is speaking lie or he is not speaking lie. He is for the department or not. Not to please anybody. So under that circumstances, you have a responsibility as a professional. And when you perform this duty as a professional, your credibility builds. Then after 1 year, when I asked them, how is my association with you? He said, sir, we have lost 1.5 crores. I said, how? He said, we offloaded all those clients. When we, as you rightly said, last day they bring the books. I told them 48 hours before the appointed date, I should have the papers in me. Otherwise, you take back the file and go. You don't have to run after. They will come. They will know that this person is talking like this. We will definitely do my work. I have nothing to worry for. This kind of credibility you have to build. So this is what I wanted to share with the view of my experience of these things and all. I don't know how you will take it, but I have to say what I have to say. I have said. Thank you very much.